All honourable members, good morning to all officials. The clock struck 9 o'clock on my side. It is Tuesday, the 16th of April, 2024, and this is the Petitions Committee. As indicated by the Procedural Officer, Ms. Hassan Musa, that we do correct, so we can continue with this morning's meeting. No apologies have been received. I will now afford an opportunity for honourable members and guests, if any, to kindly introduce themselves for the record.
Chairperson and good morning, colleagues. I'm Gillian Postman and I'm a member of the committee.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, everybody. My name is Christopher Fry. I'm a member of this committee.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning to everyone else. Member Kasim, thank you.
Thank you very much, members. Ms. Hassan Musa, I don't see any guests on my side.
No, Chair. We tried to get Mr. Barry Jacobs logged on from where he was in Mossel Bay, but unfortunately I didn't get a response from the I think it's a computer lab that we used the last time, and he's unfortunately not part of the meeting.
Thank you very much for that, Ms. Hassan Musa. Honourable members, our business for today is the consideration of the petitions of Power Town in the Kleinbrak River in Mossel Bay, as well as the consideration of the petition of Grootbrak River in Mossel Bay. All members and colleagues has received the necessary documentation pertaining to today. I believe this is 2 out of the 3 petitions still with this committee, and we hopefully endeavour to deal with these 2 petitions as mentioned. At this point in time, I will ask our procedural officer to kindly provide context with regards to the petitions thus far, as well as the reports that was submitted, after which I will grant members an opportunity to pose any questions pertaining to that. Ms. Hassan Musa, will you start with the Grootbrak, or rather the Power Town petition? You may proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, I will finish Power Town and the members can ask the questions on it, and then after that we can go to Grootbrak. I just want to share the documents as I go along, taking the members through the process of the petitions. Okay, let me just open here. Just let me know if it's visible to everybody and if I need to increase the document itself. Can everybody see it?
Not on my side yet.
I can see it, Chair.
Oh.
Just let me know once.
Oh, yes, I can. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'm going to take the members through the Grootbrak. So the Grootbrak petition was, Power Town, apologies. So the Power Town petition came in September 2019 at the start of this 6th Parliament. It was referred to the committee. It's about the Power Town community of 150 families that are situated in a riverbank in Kleinbrak. Most of the members knows the background. I think the chair is just a little unfamiliar with it, but we've gotten up to speed. So the committee conducted a fact-finding visit in July 2022 to Power Town to see exactly where Power Town is situated, and have a conversation with the petitioners regarding it, because everything was on paper. And at that stage, the committee deemed it necessary to engage and also to see for themselves, is it really situated in the floodplain area? What are the risks? And then also having engagement with Mossel Bay municipality. This took place in July. As you all have the copy of the fact-finding report, which I emailed in the OneDrive last night again to all members. So this is just the salient elements of the petition. The background of the petition, it's been going on for quite some time, the Powertown residents wanting the area of Powertown to become permanent housing. But the last discussion we had with the municipality was, before our fact-finding visit, was that Powertown is situated in a floodplain area. Opposite, next to Powertown is a highway, and then opposite, next to the highway, is a river. So the EIA report indicates that the river, if it is over flooded or it gets flooded, will automatically flood the area of Powertown. And that was the issue that the municipality had with the area. So the committee conducted the oversight. I just want to go to that part of the report. So you can see here, again, they've been doing this for the past 25 years. The residents of Powertown have been there. And these are the background of it, the municipality's point of view of it, and all of that. So during July, the committee recommended two things. That the municipality submit the revised request to the Department of Local Government and on the environmental impact assessment of the area, because the municipality at that stage, when we did the oversight visit, was, we don't necessarily want to move the people of Powertown if we can accommodate them in the area, but we need to have an EIA report done of the area, and we also need to consult the local government as well as in human settlements to see whether it's viable for us to have it. So these were the recommendations that came from that fact-finding visit. Upon that, I engaged with the municipality of Mossel Bay, and this was the response that they informed the committee on the 7th of August 2023, and then in November the 22nd of November 2023, the committee reviewed this letter that they received from Mossel Bay Municipality, where they state that it will be too costly for them to build the houses on the land where Powertown residents are situated. It's still a high risk that it's in a floodplain area. It might not happen today, or it might not have happened, but it could happen. So there's various facts you see outlined in this letter where the municipality indicates the concerns of building in that area. They do indicate that there is land privately and government owned in higher lying areas, which is available for the Powertown, but these options will need to be investigated further. Sorry. They also note that the investigation and mitigation measures will be very costly if they develop the land that Powertown is on. The committee reviewed this entire letter, and point 4 and the last part where the municipality says that in writing, they say the municipality will correspond in writing by letter or a basic environmental report to the department so that a formal written response can be obtained on the best possible way forward. So during the meeting of the in November, the committee resolved to rewrite to Mossel Bay Municipality to ask them about the land on the high that they indicate in point 4, to request for the EIA report, and also to ask for the formal written response on the best possible way forward. we received the response from the municipality. I just want to share it. I forwarded the response to all the members. So this was the response that we received after that letter was received of August 2003, and this was the response from them. Again, Mossel Bay municipality is also saying that it is risky to build in the area, and they also make mention that the municipality received communications from the Director of Development Management in the Region 3 of the Department of Environmental Affairs and Development Planning, Mr. Benjamin. And he advised against the proposed development and pointed to the legal options pertaining to the development of approval within a floodplain area. He further advised that although the department may not refuse an application from the municipality, the chances are very slim of it being favorable considered by the department. So they've outlined it all in the response here. And then lastly, it was agreed that the municipality will send a formal request to Minister Simmers to address the community of Powertown regarding the concerns. So this was the response that we got from the municipality in this regard. And this is where we are at. So I take questions. Well, I can't answer the questions. I'll see what I can answer. Thank you, Chair. Over to you.
Thank you very much for that very extensive background and context to this specific petition received pertaining to the people of Powertown. Thank you, Ms. Hassan Musa. Colleagues, at this stage, any further questions on this? Members, are there any questions?
Person, my hand is up.
I see Ms. Hassan Musa, I see your hand is also up. Is there something you wanted to add before I give an opportunity to members?
Yes, sure. Sorry, Chair. One thing that I left out is that at the meeting of the 22nd of November last year, the committee concluded that following the response from Mossel Bay municipality, that the committee would conclude on this petition, and at the next meeting that a final report on this petition be drafted in prep for the meeting.
Thank you very much, of which we all did receive as well. Member Bosman.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chair, I wanted to just highlight that we do have that final report in a draft format in our inboxes that Ms.
Correct.
Hassan was prepared. And I'd like to propose that we conclude this petition highlighting the committee's actions as it is on page 2 of the report, and that we resolve to conclude this petition because the committee has played an important role in facilitating a dialogue between both the Grootbrak community as well as the municipality. And I think we've done a very good job in terms of getting those, the petitioner as well as the key stakeholders together. And they are now able to move forward to resolve some of the long-standing issues now that all of the obstacles are also on the table as well. So my proposal would be that we resolve to conclude this petition from the Grootbrak River in Mossel Bay.
Thank you very much, Member Bosman. Members, there is proposal on the table, but I will first give Member Kasim an opportunity. You may go, Member.
Thank you, Chair. I just wanted to get some clarity. I couldn't hear Wasima properly. I'm not sure if you mentioned, was there any alternative locations closer to where the residents reside where people can be moved with regards to the Powertown issue? Thank you.
Thank you, Member Kasim.
Chair, may I answer?
Ms. Hassan, you may proceed. Thank you.
So, Member Kasim, that was the part of the letter where the municipality said that there was private and government owned land which needed to be investigated to determine whether they are viable. You'll see here on the letter of the 7th of August 2023.4, the municipality makes mention of land privately and governmentally owned in higher lying areas is available in the vicinity of Power Town. But these options needs to be investigated further. There is another set of land further away, which could also accommodate them. But the residents of Power Town weren't very happy with it and wanted the municipality to investigate other areas closer to Power Town. I hope that answers it.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hassan Musa, but also given the resolution that will also be included in the deliberations with the minister as the municipality has indicated. Member Kasim, are there any follow-up questions on your side? Member Kasim.
No, that is it. Like you said, it will be in the resolutions. Or in fact, let me rather ask the areas, Wasima, that you mentioned that the residents suggested. You said it will be investigated today. Do you know the period or when that investigation will be started? And did the department get back, or did the municipality get back to them yet, or are they still waiting? That will be my last for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Member Kasim. Ms. Hassan Musa.
The new areas have not yet been, to my knowledge, none of the letters indicate that. But I know that they've been in consultation with the community of Power Town as they've been going along with this since July when we were there and before that. If it forms part of the report, it would become part of a resolution, if so be it, from the committee to ask that, to make sure that those areas are identified.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hassan Musa. I do not see any further hands on my side. Honourable members of this committee, I will now formally table the draft report on Power Town Kleinbrak River in Mossel Bay, which has been furnished to all members, and I believe that all of us has read.
Chairperson,
Yes, Member Bosman.
I propose that the committee adopts the report.
Thank you very much. A proposal by Member Bosman to adopt the report. I see Member Fry.
I second the proposal, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, honourable members. The committee then reaches concurrence, Ms. Hassan Musa, that the draft report for Power Town then be duly adopted. Thank you very much. Colleagues, we can then move on to the next discussion point, which is in relation to the petition of the Grootbrak River in Mossel Bay. And as per the recommendations requested, the Land Claims Commissioner was engaged on this. And Ms. Hassan Musa, I will give you an opportunity just to provide further context on this specific petition as well. You may proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I'm just going to open up all the documentation pertaining to this petition. Okay, I'm going to start with the fact-finding visit of July. May I proceed, Chief?
You may. Thank you very much.
Okay. So in July 2022, the committee conducted two fact-finding visits. The one that we spoke about was Power Town, Kleinbrak River, and then the other one was Grootbrak River. So let's just get to that part of the salient elements containing. Okay, so the petitioner lodged several land claims regarding the removal of formal tenants from residents in different areas within Grootbrak. Some of the claims that were lodged with the Land Claims Commission were settled in phases, except for Soweisha and Footpath land claims. The claim submitted for Soweisha was found to be non-compliant with the Restitution of Land Claims Act, and the claim for Footpath is still awaiting a final research report. The petitioner is unhappy with the process and followed during the land claims process and alleges that except claims for Soweisha and Footpath, of which responses were received, several claims remained uncompleted. The Land Claims Commission responded to the matters raised in the petition, and the petitioner was requested to submit evidence against the claims, indicating the letter of the 29th of May 2019. So this petition was submitted to Parliament also within the committee within the 6th Parliament. So the outline of it is land claims. They indicate the 2 areas and that several other remain uncompleted. We have engaged extensively with the committee engaged extensively with the Land Claims Commission on all the allegations submitted by the petition in respect to how it was done and that it wasn't done, alleges that some of the claims wasn't done properly. The committee resolved to do a fact-finding visit to Grootbrak to understand where exactly these land is situated, and we had an extensive fact-finding visit in July in Grootbrak area. Mr. Barry Jacobs took the committee to various different sites, including Soweisha and Footpath in Grootbrak. I just want to get to the bottom part of this. Not only were the members taken to those specific areas, Kochkamp land was also, and the Dutch Reform Camp land, and there was Didam was also, amongst others, the areas that the committee was taken to by Mr. Barry Jacobs, and also provide an extensive background of the historical, how the land came to being part of the community and what transpired in the land being handed over as per his petition. During that visit, the committee also engaged with the petitioner and the commissioner, the Regional Land Claims Commissioner, was not present at that fact-finding visit. They had sensed a representative, but they were unable to speak to the contents of the petition itself. The committee resolved on the 4 facts outlined here. To engage with the Office of the Regional Land Claims Commission and to provide the method that was used to determine the amount allocated to the land claimants, because that was also one of the areas. And then the committee also to engage with the Portfolio Committee on Agriculture at the NA, so that the 2 committees could work together. But the committee resolved to hang back on that because we needed to understand what was the method that the Regional Land Claims Commission took to determine the amount allocated. And the committee also looked at that 3.2.2 could rather be looked at as a resolved something that the committee would resolve at the end of the petition, because the Regional Land Claims Commission falls within the Portfolio Committee on Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development does oversight over the Regional Land Claims Commission, and that would be better suited as a finalized resolution of the committee going forward. We had engaged with the National Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development on the prospects concerning the petition. They informed us that we needed to engage with the Regional Land Claims Commission because they work, everything that is tabled to the committee has to go to the National Department before it comes to us. So they do have oversight over it. And then 3.2.4, the committee wanted a legal advice on the petition. The committee then said, at this stage, it is not necessary to have that legal advice because we don't have all the information before us. The Regional Land Claims Commission hasn't yet provided us the methods that we use in the amounts allocated to the land claimants. And then that was put on a hold. And then the committee also found that it is not necessary to follow through on this last point. So that was what we had. And then at the meeting of November, the 22nd of November, the committee had still not received a response from the Regional Land Claims Commission, and said that once we receive a response, the committee will conclude on the petition because we have received all the necessary information as outlined in it, and that the committee received extensive feedback on from the Regional Land Claims Commission on the claimants, on how the process is, how much money was allocated to each claimant, how was the money, how was the process done. Those are all in the documentation that I sent to members in the OneDrive again last night. You will see that there's a folder called Grootbak, and there's a multitude of emails, letters, and corresponding letters between the committee and the Regional Land Claims Commission, the committee, and Mossel Bay Municipality. You will see that there's also between the Department of Agriculture, Land Reform, and Rural Development as well in there. So we received a feedback regarding 3.2.1 from the Regional Land Claims 2 weeks ago, after hounding them for it. And this was the response that we got to it. So they answer 3.2.1 of our recommendation. And they say that the research was conducted on the claimants submitted for different areas in Grootbak to determine the compliance in terms of Section 2.1 of the Restitution of Land Rights Act. So everything was done according to the Restitution of Land Rights Act. They go on further, and the claims were submitted as the community claims. It was determined during the research process that the claimants' households enjoyed tenancy rights, so they were occupants of the households before. You will see the last paragraph. They say after verification was conducted to identify all the beneficiaries entitled to the restitution, rewarded all the claimants' households opted for a financial compensation. The financial compensation amount paid is based on the tendency awarded in line with the approval restitution financial policy. Okay, and then they'll say the bottom 3.2.2 and 3.2.5 is not applicable to them, which they're rightfully so. Also, this is the response that we had to get in November last year, which we only received now. I'd just like to draw members' attention back to that meeting. At that meeting, the committee resolved to wait for this response from the Regional Land Claims Commission. And following this response, the committee resolved that they would conclude the petition with the prospect of forwarding it to the portfolio committee that has oversight over this whole portfolio committee at the NA that does oversight. So that was the final recommendation of the committee going forward.
Ms. Hassan Musa, thank you
Yes,
very
ma'am.
much. Thank you so much again for that extensive context to the specific petition. Honourable members, are there any questions from your side? Member Kasim?
Thank you, Chairperson. If Wasima can just give clarity with regards to the last paragraph of the resolution 3.2.1, I'd like to know if there was any other alternative for the community other than financial restitution, and if any, what was it? And then how many households were paid and how much did each household receive? If you can just give like an indication or a round off as to how much they would have received. And then lastly, after being compensated, what happens to the community? Are they provided with alternative accommodation, or do they remain as tenants without land? It's just those three questions for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Kasim.
Thank you, Chair. Member Kasim, I don't think I have the exact amounts of what the tenants was paid out, although the file that I have shared on the OneDrive of all the correspondence received. Sorry, just hold 1 second. So on the OneDrive, there is a folder called Grootbak, and in there is the outline of how much each claimant received, and that some claimants were housed in various areas, households on their own. I don't think that they were housed by alternative housing, or that the municipality or provincial government provided them. I think I missed out on one of it. Member Kasim, can you just give me that last one, please?
No problem, Wasima. Let me just, I think it's the last one. After being compensated, what happens to the community? Are they provided with alternative accommodation, or do they remain as tenants or without land? That's the last question. Thank you.
To answer you that, most of the tenants that were provided with the payout have been housed at various locations. We didn't receive where exactly they were housed, but we do know that they are housed in different areas. Where it's within Grootbak area, Mr. Barrett Jacobs indicated that when we did the fact-finding visit in July. We did not go in extensive at where exactly they were housed, and are they still in the same households?
Thank you very much, Ms. Hassan Musa. Member Kasim, any follow-up? You happy? Member Bosman, I also briefly saw your hand. Was that by mistake?
My hand was up, but Wasima answered my question, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Member Bosman. Ms. Hassan Musa, can we table the draft report with regards to the Grootbak River petition, please?
Sure. Let me just close this OneDrive folder. Members and Member Kasim, if you want all of the information, it's all here housed in detail. But let me just take the committee to the actual report. Okay. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. I'm just moving down to the... So, Chair, if you want me to take...
We all have received the report, Ms. Hassan Musa, and you have also extensively taken us through the background of this petition. Various action steps taken by the committee as well is pertained in the report itself. Honourable members, the draft report pertaining to Grootbrak River is then tabled for consideration for adoption. I see Member Fry.
Thank you, Chair. I move that we adopt the report.
Thank you very much, Member Fry. There is a proposal by Member Fry that the Grootbrak River petition be adopted. The report considered of the resolution pointed out in point 3. Member Bosman.
I second the proposal. Chair.
Thank you very much. The Grootbrak River petition is then also closed on our side, and the draft report is duly adopted. Member Bosman, can you please mute yourself? Thank you very much. Member Kasim, I failed to ask you on the first petition whether you were also in agreement. We did have a proposer and a seconder, but are you in agreement so that we can just also note for record purposes if we had a unanimous decision by the committee? Member Kasim? Colleagues, can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Chair.
Member Kasim? I don't have any response, but I believe the crux of the matter is that the committee then concluded on both petitions and also then adopted both reports in that regard. Honourable members, that deals with the two petitions that we had to deal with this morning. I see Member Kasim.
Sorry, Chairperson, I was struggling to switch on my sound. It's yes,
No.
just to confirm, I'm fine with it. Thank you.
With both petitions.
With
then
both, yes.
Thank you very much, Member Kasim. Then for the record, there is unanimous concurrence by the committee to close and adopt the relevant draft committee reports. Thank you very much for that. Ms. Hassan Musa, I believe there's still some minutes that we need to deal with.
Sure, Chair. Hold on a second while I share it. Chair, if it's visible.
I can
Yes,
see it
Ms.
now,
Hassan
sir.
Musa. Colleagues that were in attendance, can you kindly check that it does reflect on the minutes of the 22nd of November 2023. The meeting was held by virtual means. Point 1, the welcoming and attendance. Is that the true reflection? The committee then resolved on point 2 pertaining to the two petitions. Honourable members that were present in that meeting, is that the true reflection of the 22nd of November 2023? And can we move to adopt the minutes?
Yes, Chairperson, it is a true reflection, and I move that we adopt, just changing the name of the chairperson, perhaps at the bottom.
Thank you very much. The proposal is to adopt the minutes of the 22nd of November 2023. Can we have a seconder, please?
I second, Chair.
Thank you very much, colleagues. That then also deals with the minutes of 22nd of November 23 and is then duly adopted. Ms. Hassan Musa, are there any other further business that we need to deal with?
Chair, yes, there's one more petition that the committee has before them. It is the housing development in Grootberg, also by Mr. Barry Jacobs. We just have two outstanding items that we need to receive from Mossel Bay Municipality. They've been very welcoming in providing us with all the information we need. The Department of Infrastructure has provided us with the background of the policy pertaining to tenants taking over ownership, which we've sent, which we will also discuss at that last meeting of the 22nd. I'm not sure if the committee would want to have a meeting still regarding that petition, because all of the information requested from the petitioner was provided. There's just two more outstanding items that we needed clarity from the municipality before the committee could conclude on the petition.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hassan Musa. You wanted to continue?
Oh, yes. I need guidance from the committee as to if the committee wants another meeting on the last petition, and whether we should draft a concluding report for it based on the last two items received. And then we will have to find a date in the coming weeks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hassan Musa. When do we anticipate to have the final responses in order for you to draft that report?
I'm hoping to have it this week. And then hopefully by next week we can, if the committee has found a date next week, before the end of April, we can have a meeting.
Thank you very much. Member Bosman.
Person, I'm just asking whether it's necessary for us to have a meeting to discuss it. Would we be able to just round robin the report via email? Because if we already have partial information and we're just waiting for outstanding information, members can just respond to the email thread, and we give the chair the authority to sign off the report, and the report then being adopted via round robin purpose.
Thank you very much. There's a proposal, colleagues. I'm more than happy to do so. Having received the input from the members once we get the report via email. Are we happy to continue in that fashion?
Happy to do so, Chair.
Member Kasim?
That's fine, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, colleagues. Then, Ms. Hassan Musa, you've got your marching orders. Once you receive the information and the draft report can be drawn up, that can be furnished to members via email, and we will then accordingly respond to the email in order to also deal with that last petition in front of this committee. Honourable members, that deals with our business. Ms. Hassan Musa, allow me to thank you very much for the wonderful work that you've been doing with this committee. You've been here much longer than I have. It has been a daunting task, but much appreciation for all of your efforts. Also to members of this committee, you've traveled quite extensively, you've given your input, you have positively contributed to what we were able to conclude today, and hopefully also conclude in the following days. So thank you so much to all of you as well. Also WCPP support staff online this morning, and that has been with this committee. Your efforts are really very much appreciated. Colleagues, I believe that deals with our business this morning. Thank you so much for your indulgence. Members busy in their constituencies, all the best to you. Be safe and have a blessed week ahead, and all the best with all of your activities, and also our officials, all the best to what you still need to do as well. Colleagues, that deals with our business. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.